Well, come on. We are currently westbound on L Street, coming up along Capitol Park on our left. There's been a significant fight in Old Sac. They've had a lot of stuff going on in Old Sac. It's pretty busy tonight or this morning. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. 1:25 in the a.m., June 27th. Welcome on with us. Just that camera up a little bit.
Sure.
It is pretty busy downtown right now.
Going into the building.
Real-time crime center spotted the big melee going on. 20 plus people, then people scattering. As they're digging deeper, there was a victim, chain snatch, burglary, and stole guys' camouflage Nikes. Real-time crime center had an eye on the primary person. So I don't get why they want to mess around there in Old Sac so much. Everything is on camera, like everything. There are cameras absolutely everywhere in Old Sacramento, and the real-time crime center is tapped into all of them. So if you're being shady in Old Sac, you're gonna get caught. One person was injured, so fire is heading into there right now. Passing the Golden One Center on our right.
6636 Red Dodger.
Home of the Lakers. I mean, Sacramento Kings. Stack them past this. There we go. Got these really super cool clouds tonight. If you can kind of keep an eye on the sky a little bit in the frame from the city lights hitting them and those fast moving clouds. I already did a time-lapse video for a few minutes. Those are always fun. But heading into Old Sac right now.
You got gas on it, though. It's 33. Go ahead.
Hey, how about you turn your headlights on there? All right. Maybe not.
All you did was break 31.
Yo, 35.
You can call me up for it.
Got all the folks hanging out as usual over here. Let's see where they at. I think you're further down the other way. We're going to. We don't want to jam up in the middle of everything. So, oh my goodness! Look at that moon over the top of the garage, parking garage. Wow.
Saturday, 150 traffic. Notified an 23-year-old male that's
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Right, chief complaint of right foot pain. Patient is 8 on times 4 GCS 15. Current vital signs 130 over 90.
Looks like we got
98%. 16 respiration.
Fire engine right down there.
98.5 on the 10. We got nothing further. We'll see in about 5.
So I'm not getting up in there because I mean it's all clogged up with the fire engine and the cops and everything. And here's Sac PD officer coming around right here. And there's a lot more going on in downtown Sac right now too, so I don't want to get pinned in here. So. Once again, welcome on. Thank you for joining us. You are with Public Safety News Cruiser 3, serving the greater Sacramento area since 2009. And we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Medic 2, Operation B3.
They've just dispatched a medic for whoever they're treating down there.
Shoot them off the mic as I can.
We are. It's right around bar kickout time. Everything's starting to shut down. So 1:45 ish. And there are a lot of people out tonight. So you start shoving all that out onto the streets, and this is when stuff starts getting a little wonky. So they are, see the cops cruise around because they are looking for a suspect in relation to this burglary, the chain snatch and the Nike shoe theft. But Lavender Heights is hopping, K Street's hopping, Bar West area, east end of downtown is hopping.
Arena Boulevard.
Everything's popping. No, Angie, this is not a shooting. This is a large melee. The Real-Time Crime Center caught it. 20 to 50 people, and then they were all scattering. And that, like I said, that's what people don't think about. There are cameras all over here in Old Sacramento that the Real-Time Crime Center, here and throughout downtown, but there's a lot here in Old Sacramento. And the Real-Time Crime Center sees everything. And they're really, 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 really good cameras. I mean, like color at night. I mean, like really, really good cameras. And AI technology that's incredible. So here comes truck, should be truck 2. There was a chain snatch, stole someone's gold chain off their neck, snatched it. That's like a really big crime these days. It happens a lot. And they just snatch people's chains, their gold chains off their neck, and melt it down and go sell it. So it also stole his camouflage Nike shoes, and so Real-Time Crime Center caught it, and they're looking for the suspect. They know what he looks like. So not a shooting. But, I mean, the night's still young. I mean, this group hangs out till 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and we have had shootings out here 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning with this demographic that we have out here at night. So anything is definitely possible. So we have shootings, stabbings, burglaries to persons, you name it, on a semi-regular basis. Old Sac, yeah, I don't care what anyone says, Old Sac is not safe at night. Not by a long stretch. During the day, it's great. After dark, No way. My wife and I used to come out here for, like the 4th of July and New Year's Eve celebrations and all that, and hang out on Delta King, watch the fireworks from the side deck, up there and by the restaurant and the lounge area. And I won't even bring my wife out here anymore, period. Unless during the daytime, during the week. So it was kind of uncanny. There was a New Year's. Some of you that are watching may remember this incident. It was a New Year's Eve, and I cannot remember the year. I'm going to give a range, like between 2015 and 2019. And like I said, we used to come down here for the fireworks. But we were getting ready to kind of head out, and something just told me. Hold on a second. Okay, the victim is going to be at Sutter. So the victim was injured as well. So someone just told me not to go. And I told my wife, I just have this gut feeling we shouldn't go tonight. And she says, okay, let's stay home and watch fireworks on TV or, do something else. And that was the night that there was a shooting at the sports club on that New Year's Eve. And I wound up being down here anyways to cover it for the news stations. So, yeah, so we have not been down here in Old Sac for pleasure, just, hanging out for celebrations and that since then. So, yeah.
Boy Lincoln 085, clear current 2005 Lexus. This could be at Berkeley or San Jose. Copy.
Okay, so that's that for now. We're going to go ahead and start getting into more central downtown for the kickouts and all that.
50 Violent, 3301 Area Boulevard, apartment 195 in the Iron Gate Apartments. There's a female 27-year-old on the phone with a limited lacerations of razor. Fire staging, 5150 Violent, 3301 Arena Boulevard.
Squeelizay, if you're on TikTok, you can go see Squeelizay. I think he's on us too. Squeelizay 4 tonight. He's on. And if you go over his TikTok, he's on his one wheel. And he's right up in the middle of all the cop cars over there on Front Street.
Are you going to leave the ball? Yeah, you better call me. We're driving over to you, actually. One silver phone.
Engine 106, Medic 101, Medic 3, District 106, 1922, 4th Avenue, Engine 106, Medic 101, Operations A2.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? No, he's not. He is actually tapped one of his old videos. He's live downtown. So my apologies.
I'll get you like I do.
3-1, Yeah, Elk Grove's had a lot going on tonight too. I think Elk Grove also had a DUI checkpoint. I am with you on that one, Becky. Definitely. It'd be awesome to have a nice, safe 4th of July, a wonderful 250th celebration. It would be wonderful. You know, I mean, my job is to cover the news. You know, obviously that's what I do. But it would be awesome not to have any action news to cover over this 4th of July weekend. You know, that means the community's being safe and all kinds of craziness isn't happening. I wouldn't mind 4th of July weekend like that at all. We are now heading down J Street, downtown Sacramento. Look at this, we're hitting all greens. Wow.
Chloe, today this is Medicaid 16 coming in code to BLS traffic.
We are going, look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. Those of you who are with us, thank you. As always, would you take a moment and share this out? Exercise your thumbs and hit those shares and reactions and let the algorithm know something's going on. So they'll push it out to more people. We'll let this fast mover cruise on through. It sounds like they had another fight while the cops were there.
101, medical aid level 1.
In Old Sac.
101, Aurora Avenue, Helen Avenue.
Yeah, whoever at the first getting in the tunnel, whoever's still with them, can you give me a call, please?
Oh, they did detain someone in the tunnel between Old Sac and Broco.
Sac 32, we just relayed the message to Brenda, the 2 detained in the tunnel.
So they got 2 detained in the tunnel.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, but if you guys, something comes up that makes you think otherwise, or see something else, let me know. But,
Directly in front of us is the new annex for the Capitol. And we're just kind of doing a beat check right now, seeing what is going on where, so we know where our hotspots are. But night like tonight, all of the nightclub locations are pretty much hotspots. Old Sac is really hot though. Let's see what this is like here on K Street. K and 10th. Let's see if there's a good spot up here. Oh, and there is. There is a good spot for us to sit. We are going to post up right here. Go ahead. Wow, it's unusual the spot's open, but we are going to take advantage of it and grab it. Get a little more angled in here. This is a really good spot. We don't normally get this spot. So we're going to hang here for a bit. This is a great spot. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
There we go.
Block total, Hamburg Lake, Edward David, 06 Adam 22, 14.
All right. So we are currently at K and 10th Street. Probably one of the hottest spots in downtown Sacramento right now. So, and we're in a really good position to be able to pull out if we get hear anything else going down in any other direction. So this is a good staging area.
Software temporary place for David 06 Adam 22 in a clear ground on 2017 Ford out of Sacramento. Technology rated staff is 2-channel operation 3 to 1 tickets to the channel 4 rating staff is 2 channels 3 to 1 tickets to the channel 4 staff pay 1.5.
All right. SAC PD is breaking down to 2 dispatchers. So that means we got pushed over to SAC PD channel 1 because downtown moves to channel 1 at this time every night.
Good.
Remaining District 3 units on this channel, switch to channel 1. And remaining District 6 have switch to channel 4.
Do.
That's place when you're ready. Under medical, X2, 9, yellow, 672.
Sir, medical down at 146, clothing red.
They're back.
All 18 doctors want to carry someone at 1873 times time out with 331 north. You drive in 1C. I was accomplishing with her seat to guard. No matter plate needed, no weapons needed, just the extra option of white.
Minor abrasions up there.
Expired as of
25.
24.
Oh,
That's good.
Alexis
I came for the question.
does not have
yeah, so we're just hitting the bar kick outside right now.
out of San Diego.
Copy.
So it is definitely busy. And we'll hope everything stays mellow.
Copy for Instagram.
Well, take it time.
No priors.
Copy.
Like 1 FTA for 22349A. Standby for 36 NCIC. Medicaid 14 Bravo, Medical 8 District.
So those of you just joining us, we are downtown Sacramento, K and 10th.
Medicaid 14 Bravo, Operation P2.
There's several major hotspots throughout downtown Sacramento right now. Old Sac, I think we'll probably be back in Old Sac around
Subject last,
after like 2:30. But they already had a significant incident there just a little bit ago. We just came from there. Those of you just joining us, they had a 20 to 50 person melee, and the guy got his chain snatched, and his Nike camouflage Nike shoes stolen.
32210.
Yeah, 2 people detained in that.
Standby for NCSC.
Captain Start, I'm going to copy 95 longer headway when I add the 911 open line. Nothing you're happy with an 11 meters. No, did we know I'm from combat? 902 when I add.
Out of 50, that watch alert's going to be Ryan Franzen at the Sacramento Police Department. The phone number is going to be 530-919-2491.
If you're joining us, drop in where you're joining us from if you have a quick second. And we're multicasting on Kick, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube tonight.
Can I get one of you guys to head over to Mo.call blue light phone? I'm currently landline with a female subject advising she's being trafficked. First name of C. I can't get anything else. It's going to be Mo.call blue light phone.
I'll do that. Yeah. Alpha 13, just confirm flight around.
Code 3.
There's code enforcement.
Engine 14, 98, District 14, 16th Street and Swallowtail Avenue. Engine 14, Operation C3. For the subject advised, there is a helicopter following her that is trying to traffic her.
9 068.
Someone's calling in saying there's a helicopter following her.
Fire officer, owner performing.
35, 435 meters. We're going to give her 952. What's going to be the copy? And North Street, 20th Street. 3 people, 5 angels, comfort a female crying. She was screaming prior to that. There was a subject nearby in a black Honda Civic. Section of running towards
Hey, Kelly, thanks for joining us. Not a whole lot going on right now. We're hanging out at K and 10th, and one of the many hot spots in downtown Sacramento tonight. And
I'm at 20 an hour right now.
That sounds like
What's the you give me the traffic again? I just got
a second.
Subject.
There was a screen cry here, people next to our positive. I know you have the vehicle to the top of the sheet transport things. You know why they don't put the transport dress to the red top. I know they don't have the vehicle and the description of the occupant of the vehicle. Hopefully you're figuring out she's also barefoot and just turned into a crowd here being a comfortable color
Okay, we're in the team. Keep looking around.
There's little things going on all over the place. And it's like one of those things, I guarantee, it's almost like a guarantee as soon as we leave here, something will go down right around here and we'll have to double back, and I hate to leave.
Oh, 988 return, District 14, 15th Street and Swallowtail Avenue, Medicaid 18 Bravo, Operation B3.
The other feedback coming across the cover will be 39, 34, 35,
Copy.
What's 35 minutes?
Well, we're gonna take a chance on it and go hit some of these other hot spots. Because I know Bar West area is kind of kicking right now. See, K Street is closed, and we still got cars driving on K Street. I don't know why they close it, but I don't know why the cops don't enforce it. But oh well, not mine to worry about. Oh, where we get the beeper? Where's the beeper? Where's the beeper?
593 just occurred. Thing on Bravado.
Shots fired on Bravado. Sheriff's Department. It's Rancho area. Female detained.
Go ahead.
Last name is Fiddler. Technically it's Sam Paul Ida. Lincoln Edward Robert. 9 North John 10 11 96.
This person wants the lane share. It's lane sharing day. National Lane Sharing Day. Okay. Bump up.
Copy, Auburn and Antelope. Just making sure
We're
that
now
you're
crossing
good there.
over into Midtown. As soon as we cross 16th here, we'll be in the Midtown area.
Adam 4. That name, last of Spittler, first of Cassidy. Date of birth 10/11/1996. Not getting anything on file as far as 7/8 or anything in KPS. No record of that name.
Copy.
I like that one, Crystal. Whoa. Didn't know if he was going to pull back out or what. Yeah, National Lane Sharing Day.
50 traffic.
Oh, it's a bunch of cops. Oh, okay. That's where they detained that gal. Right back there at 20th. Bum, 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 bum. How about some driving tunes? Okay, we're coming up in that Bar West area.
Copy.
Pretty shortly here. There we are. Wow, they actually got this cleared out pretty quick. This is unusual. Really unusual. And then this parking lot is where a homicide occurred several years ago, where the well-known dance instructor here locally got killed. He was a innocent bystander, caught a stray bullet. And then this Arco, they literally have to barricade off this Arco because they take it over. So this Arco has to shut down, or else it becomes another problem spot. Like they literally pack it up with cars, and they'll all be outside the cars dancing and blasting the music and everything. So this proprietor has to suffer that, and no one can get gas here until they open it back up, like around 2:30, 3 o'clock. So
Adam 4, I did find that subject 7/8 eventually. Looks like it's valid. NC3, sir. Not 36.
and we'll shoot down K Street here. So while we're driving through here and monitoring Skrilaze's live TikTok, and he's an old sack now. So we've got some eyes on old sack. Yeah, hey, so I actually paid $304 the other day for fuel for the E87. That was pretty nice.
And 103, Medic 624, Medical 8, District 103, 3536, Wood Avenue number 8106, Engine 103, Medic 624, Operation.
In here for a moment. So we'll hang out here for a little bit. Hey, Kelly. So yeah, we're on everything. I mean, we're on TikTok, but not live on TikTok. So we do have a TikTok channel. TikTok is so toxic. It's like I really don't even. If we do go live on TikTok, I think I want. That's when we put things behind the subscriber wall, and yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. I mean, yeah, it would be some good revenue for us, but at the same time, that's not the environment for our audience. We try to keep everything mellow and really respectful for our audience. And I even like watching Skrilaze's in his chat. People are just really, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why we really don't.
Also bid for boyfriend. Female like 21, red hair, black dress, Converse, no weapons, the 235 Converse and 3 additionally needed.
Oh, this sounds like this group right here.
This is her boyfriend or wasn't her boyfriend?
The female 242 comp and comp friend. The female also bid her boyfriend.
She also bit her boyfriend. That sounds like this right here.
Everyone's trying to break up the 242, and that's when she bit it.
I mean, I don't. The description sounds like them, but oh, here's an officer right here, and she's hailing the officer.
3006, the eastern intersection. In 101 communication.
2101 Keisha.
I'm gonna throw this other microphone outside so you can pick up some of the ambient sound.
There is no DB outside target.
I copy no DB.
Okay, no domestic. Evan, welcome on. Wow, Wrangler Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, when you say SACMAV, yeah, that goes way back. That was way back in the beginning. If you catch our videos from way back in 2009, everything is branded SACMAV back then. We were a SACMAV Rapid Media because we didn't actually have PSN started yet. We were still I'm getting out of the cops way over here, getting the cops some space. Oh. So yeah, everything. Yeah, if you go on our YouTube channel, you'll see the SACMAV Rapid Media branding. And like I said, that was before we actually, before all the social media stuff came about and our website and everything, where we started become our own news outlet, our own news agency, and then we got our nonprofit, and we rebranded as PSN and for Public Safety News, and yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, I actually caught it before we knew it was a situation. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, so I have a feeling someone might wind up going to jail here. Oh, these people want to get out this driveway. Let me, I won't move up on the cops here, but I'll let them out of this driveway. It gives you guys a better picture. You see, officer, it was this went this way. Yes, you are. Nope. Lance and I never worked together. Yeah, Crystal. So Dave there goes back further than you do. So when did you start jumping in with us, Dave? Back up out of their way. I just don't like being up this tight on the cops. They like their space, and they appreciate that we give them their space. So I'll continue to give them their space.
I was thinking,
I'm going to go ahead.
we're going to be a pursuit. We're going to be going eastbound, but now we're going westbound. West of the Camino. It's going to be a dark charger. Good, I'm going to play.
Having crossed
Okay, we got pursuit possibly on West El Camino.
Place going to be 8 and Davis and 65. Put it on. It's got one ready to do by. Same on the range ready again. Canal 15 is going to be getting to Garden Highway now. Speeds are approximately 80 miles an hour. No traffic at all. And all of it is true.
Wow, Dave. Yeah, so it's got to be more like around 2 because our very first video posted is 2009. So yep, you are definitely the OG, and thank you so much. Appreciate that. They lost visual that vehicle they were pursuing, Gateway Oaks and El Camino.
Yeah, we can go for the beeper for now, so we get another sighting.
Well, that's a good thing that this is the biggest news going on right now.
Now, just be advised, he made multiple U-turns as soon as we let him out. He like Same one. Where's the the next step?
6723.
He stays out of the Woodland apartment, so he didn't know the associate all attached to the call. At the second time he's picking up pursuit.
Still our stringer. Haven't stopped doing that. That's why we're out here. Yep. Still supplying news footage for Fox 40 and ABC 10 and ruh-roh. Yeah, he's getting the bad side of that, officer. Uh-oh. He's like, I'm out of here.
Fuck your mom. They got a couple shirts. They're Nicholas, Andrew. Got y'all like that Halloween like trouble. Fuck you, bud.
Wow. Sounds like he has a personal beef with those guys. Yeah, so Dave, yeah, we never stopped stringing. We just someone here needed medical aid. So we really wound up being in the middle of all of it. Oh, they're waving them off. Code 4. Oh, maybe not. So we're watching this. Yeah, Dave. We have always been providing stringer footage. In fact, the downtown shooting, April 3 years ago, all that downtown action footage from that shooting, that was all ours, and our footage went international from that. So, and just even last weekend, ABC 10 and Fox 40 bought footage from us, and the weekend before. So, yeah, if you watch Rowena Shaddix's piece on Old Sacramento last weekend, I think it was Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon's broadcast. It's on YouTube. All that scene footage in Old Sacramento is ours. So yeah, we don't edit the footage for the mainstream. They get all of our raw files. They do their own editing. We do, and then we do our own edit for our YouTube and our stuff now.
Progress 4301 Fox 4.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah. And those of you who don't know what Skywarn is, we're also still part of Skywarn. So SA 125, and when we have the big storms, still call stuff in for weather service. But Skywarn is whenever you hear them say storm spotter, spotted this or that and called in.
Hey,
That
what
was-
happened?
It was originally called in as a domestic, but then yeah, this voice is fine. Originally it was called in as a domestic, then turned out to not be anything, and then fire rolled up, and then they waved off fire. So I don't know exactly. I don't know what it was actually. We were actually just sitting here when they all rolled up, and then I heard them come over the radio and say about the domestic and everything, and then they said it wasn't a domestic.
Like homeless people, or
No, there was a whole bunch of folks from down at Lavender Heights. Yeah, they're just still here rapping about it.
weird because I saw him standing right there too, like not so long ago.
Yeah.
Currently right now,
Different day,
same
exact spot. That's
I'll drop you.
You got a lot of that. You're having too much fun with your Spidey man. That's good stuff.
all right, brother. Hey, be safe out here.
You
Okay?
got it. Got that Narcan on board?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. All right, catch you later, bud.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. So that was Screed Lizay. Rolled by and said howdy. Oh yeah, Dave. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. And we like to say we're our independent action news agency. And oh, by the way, we provide stringer footage for mainstream media, and that's how we really started out. I mean, obviously, and you know that doing the providing for mainstream media because that was the only way to get our footage out. And same thing for all stringers. And most stringers were in for the money, and that's why it's so competitive. If you watch Shot in the Dark, that series, that the three agencies that are on there, Shot in the Dark, with On Scene, MG, I forgot what the brothers, and then Loud Labs with Scott Lane. We had that same dynamic going on here. You had Andreas, you had Scannerboy 02, Calvin, you had us, and then you had On Scene here, and with Travis, and it was pretty competitive, and it was pretty much the three of us that were the main stringers every single night out. I used to, Shocky Moore and I from CBS 13 used to hang out all the time, and I really miss him. And those of you who don't know, Shocky Moore passed away about 4 years ago, and right out we had him to our office when we had our office in the business park. Um, we had a special workshop for our team and for our viewers that wanted to come, how to shoot like a pro with your um, uh, with your phone. And Shocky did that workshop for us the next day, and we had a blast with that. I got some great photos of him doing our workshop. He was a nut. But the very next day, he had a really bad stroke. I think it was like his third stroke, and he just never really recovered from it. And not too long after that, he passed away. And so we really miss Shocky Moore. And he was a good friend to us here at PSN. But yeah, so again, to kind of rehash over all the mainstream media, we used to like literally take the video to the news agencies and dub it in their station. So we would literally run it from our camera to their recording decks, and then we got to digital. So then we would have to download everything onto a thumb drive, and it took forever to transfer files, and then we'd have to run that thumb drive into the station and dump it at in their editing bays. So I've been in all the news stations and been in their editing bays, and they're back in and dumped files there. And now I do everything from the car, and that's why this car is so important, because it's set up as a mobile newsroom, and we can literally record everything here and we can edit our stories, our YouTube, everything right here in the car. Get everything uploaded for our news site. Get everything side loaded. I like to say upload, side loaded, downloaded, overloaded. But we can get that all done now right from the car and get everything uploaded into our Dropbox server system, and we transfer it to the news stations now right from the car, and they can download it straight from us. And another perfect example of that was over on Gateway Oaks and El Camino, right where they just had that pursuit across from that business center. There was a hostage situation probably about 4 years ago where some guy like taped up the people in the apartments right across the street from that business complex, and they had SWAT there and everything, and it taped them up and put them in the closet. When we could see him from the front of the apartment, so the apartment was on the front side, and we were in that business park. We had great footage right there. It was right at the end of the newscast, and we were able to shoot all of our files from the car here to ABC 10. ABC 10 was the only one that at the end of the newscast went to a breaker and took that live, and that was with our footage from that hostage situation. Thank goodness everything turned out good on that, and everyone was okay, and no one got hurt. So that was huge. So now, like we say, back in the day, before social media and all that, we can only get 10% of our files, out to the public through the news stations, because that was the only way to get this, the news out. Now with social media, then we start with Twitter. Twitter was the big thing. I remember being in Channel 13's newsroom delivering files, and I was delivering files on one incident. Calvin was on another incident, and I'm in the newsroom dumping files. And all of a sudden, I hear one of the news person from the news say, "Oh, Calvin's tweeting," and everyone in the news, "Oh, Calvin's tweeting." Everyone went to Twitter to see what Calvin was tweeting on a Scannerboy02 user, which he still has today. So you can follow Scannerboy02, and that's Calvin Andrus. So that was like really the advent of us trying to be able to get stuff out, and we really tweeted to let the news stations know that we had files, so they knew we were there on scene, and they knew there was an incident going on, and we wanted to break it on social media before mainstream did. So then fast forward past that, now we're developed, with our own website, and now we're our own news agency. We still get breaking stuff out there, and get the bits and pieces out. Then we pull it all together on our news site as a full news piece. And then now you have, here we are live. I mean, we can bring you everything live. And so, I mean, just look at the advancement just over just a short period of years, how the technology has advanced. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, Crystal, you're right. Yeah, do need an SUV. I really want a Tahoe. I the only other vehicle I really want to transfer into is a Tahoe. And we put so much money into this thing. New engine, new back end. The whole rear end is brand new on this. The tranny just got completely rebuilt. The tranny got rebuilt by a guy who builds race cars for a living, and that was really cool. And he did most of that work for us, and gave us a huge discount on the labor and everything. So that was a really big deal. So now all the officers are taken off, and that's the end of this one. So now we're back to not much going on. And the officers said they're talking for the last few minutes. They gave us something to look at while we were chatting. That's all right. So that's where we're at. And and now y'all understand why we really don't want to go live on TikTok. We do, because again, it's good money, but it's tough because we don't want to be about the money, but we need the money to exist. So that's why we really hope we can. If any of you know businesses, maybe some attorneys or some other businesses that would mesh well with what we do, we might. I'm catching some on Skrilaze's feed here. But anyways, we could really use some sponsors, and that would be huge. There you go, Dave. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go mobile again here. And so thanks, Dave and Crystal, for the reminiscing there. was some good stuff. The good old days. All right, we are pretty. I'm gonna be real. I can't believe how much this has died out. This is not normal as of lately. This is normal for back in the day. Normally, as of late, there'd still be a lot more folks hanging out there. So, but they've really cleared out. So that's. I left that microphone outside, and you guys are getting a bunch of wind noise. My apologies. So now we got that microphone back inside. Retrieve that back in. We got to cut this way.
Copy.
Just want to double back around. I think
What's wrong? We'll play super cheap.
this is a little bit of an active spot still over here, I think. Yeah. Occasionally there's some stuff that pops off over here.
Copy.
A couple of these spots. Just on the fringe of Lavender Heights. Like over here on the right. A hot chicken. Always a hot chicken. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good way to get your door taken off, compadre. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but like I said, I'm really surprised there aren't more folks hanging out around here. Pizza o'clock at Pieces right there. Yeah, I just went to Pieces last week. That's another good, really good spot. Do, do, do. Let's see. Let me stop real quick and take care of some of these messages for you guys real quick. Good stuff there, Dave. And in the South, you still live in the South. Where are we live in the South? We've already pretty much hung out downtown. Toward the South, we'd hang out on Broadway a lot. But that's, let's see, South. I can't think of where we used to hang out in the South. Tonya, welcome on. You're amazing for joining. Thank you very much. And you tried to redirect to our channel. Turn what on? We are on. Ace is he belongs to a really large organization, and he's like full-time working with that. So he's doing that. All right, good stuff. Callie Field from Bakersfield. I remember him. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Callie Field's a good guy. Campbell Soup area? Where are we hanging out in the Campbell Soup area? There's really nowhere to hang out there in that area. Good stuff. Thank you, tell Callie Field. Thank you. Good stuff. Good stuff, Callie Field. We appreciate. Look at all these folks dropping in from Callie Field. All right. Thank you, Fire Captain 202. Appreciate y'all. Alex's Army's here. Good stuff. Gotcha. Thanks, Dave. Good stuff. Yep. And yes on that, Dave. All right, so we're off and running again.
Patient will be wearing a black hoodie near this location.
And we're going to do just another beat check around, check Old Sac, because that was still kind of hot. And like I said, Old Sac's been staying hot till about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So we'll go check around there. There is a guy, we're going to circle back around. There's a guy that looks like he might be passed out on the sidewalk back here. Not a transient. So we're going to go check on this guy real quick. That's one thing we always taught our photogs too. If there's someone in trouble, you help them out, help the cops out. If they need help, whatever, and then we pick up the camera. We're not going to sit there and let someone die while we videotape it and instead of help them. That makes no sense. But I saw this guy over here. Oh, he's sitting up. That guy that's getting up right there. All right. Good stuff. Now we can go on. Oh, sweet cherry, I got you. Yeah, I am not sure because we're multi-streaming on several channels right now. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. So I'll have to go check on those settings. And it looks like y'all are coming in from YouTube. So we'll have to check on that. We're still tweaking a lot of things on the back end. Because the software we're using, like I said, it shoots us out to multiple channels at the same time.
Came in at the 911 hang up. I'll call back home with a Florida word about 2 of those. There's about 5 finish shots. There's also approximately 30 subjects in the first lot. Not really answering the question. And I didn't know that
Forward to Sean Paul. Sean Paul, we have any activation. Can we try for air? We've had a couple subjects for us. When we try to contact them.
sure. For those that we tried to ask the caller, the people in the parking lot were hiding, or if they just ran after the sound of the finish shot, which is repeating, come whenever you want.
Someone drug a cone from somewhere.
Pretty big one, unfortunately. It's going to be a lot. Just the rarity.
Someone shots fired somewhere. Pop down this way. Now, if you like sit right here, see over on the left the blue light, see the blinking blue light down towards the right, and then another blue light dead center. Those are all SAC PD cameras. This one on the right is a SAC PD camera trailer. But yeah. So kind of nuts if you're acting up over here. Then we turn the corner and right there, we're on the cobblestone, so it's vibrating the camera and everything. But straight down there, you see another blue light, and that covers all of this street and down K Street toward the K Street Tunnel and Dr. Phil.
Pull out of the complex right now. If you want to stop by us, we come by. They were wet. You run for you guys.
So here we go. Here, yep. Here's the same pink Mustang and this group right here.
26, good luck.
Ones where they have a lot of issues. This whole group here on the left. So what? Almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and we still got these groups hanging out. So I can almost guarantee about the time we shut off the live, I'll be right back here for a stabbing, shooting, large fight, something of that nature. But I mean, other parts of downtown are even like this, but Old Sac is still got a lot going on right now.
Do you want everyone else going to good for? There's no subject down here. And should have done it for fireworks.
I mean, it's 2999 North Avenue.
And we'll go down here and back into the back cave. And I'll check some more messages real quick. And then we'll probably call it for the night. We get flipped around here. So for those of you that are just joining us, I'll regale you of why we call this the Bat Cave. If you've been to Old Sacramento, right outside the Railroad Museum, right here on our right, are 2 parking spaces, really for buses or motorhomes. But we will stage here. One night I was staging here, and it was still daylight, and I was kind of keeping cool here under the freeway and waiting for doo-doo to happen, and doo-doo happened. So all of a sudden I just hear this like thumping all over the car, like heavy rain, like big raindrops. What in the world? And there was a cloud in the sky, and I figured out real quick what it was. Up underneath here is where all the bats hang out, and it was twilight. And what happens at twilight with bats? All the bats come out and they pooped. So there was bat guano. The top of the news cruiser, I mean, the trunk, the roof, the hood, everything was covered with bat guano. And that was, so now we affectionately call this the Bat Cave.
90% on room air. Blood pressure is 114 over 68. Blood sugar be back at 158. You guys like 5 minutes.
Do, do, do. And from Cali Field, thank you.
Probably time to travel. We feel like it's
Fire Captain 202, thank you for joining us. And here's Sac BD right here too. Good stuff.
The cameras on the waterfront north are 3 subject southbound and the waterfront is just south of the hill. One of the guys pulled out, put it in red weight and arm subject, Hispanic white shirt, blue jeans, with the 2 other subjects, female Hispanic black shirt, gray sweat pants, and a black slide. 3 subjects walked off the waterfront down to the ramp. They come watch them on the cameras, trying to get visual of them. And what's the call for you?
Well, see,
Towards the waterfront, or they're walking south.
there we go. Just like I said, we got someone with a gun over on the ramps over on the docks by Delta King.
And camera 3, for clarification, going to be us that's watching the cameras are remaining here. They were at the waterfront and they went down to the ramp that's right there. And we lost digital, we're trying to get it back on the camera.
We're going to let officers kind of saturate the area a little bit before we head over there. I don't have my vest on right now, so I don't feel like going over
It's the waterfront.
where there's a gun without my vest on. Thank you, all you new subscribers. We really appreciate you joining us. There, Stack PD officer right over here next to us. A couple of them staging and waiting. Whoop. Back on the phone. Anyways, right off the right over here is a patrol unit. Oh, there they are. I went too far. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for jumping in here. And Cali Field, thanks for sending everybody over.
White shirt, jeans, black hair, medium height. Had it in front of me, and
Rumble, do you have Rumble? We really haven't used Rumble, and I don't know if there's a lot of people on Rumble or not. We haven't had a lot of traction with that.
we're not sure. We just know waterfront north campus.
Workers clear to base.
It sounds like a foot pursuit to the south as well in an apartment complex somewhere.
You had a white shirt and blue jeans.
I got you, Stu. Yeah, we're currently in Old Sacramento. Yes, I believe they are, and they actually do fireworks. I think when the A's are playing at former Rayleigh Field, now Sleep Train Arena, and they have a winning game, believe they show off fireworks then as well. ever seen any ghosts. I really don't. I don't get into the paranormal stuff. No, I've been down here a lot, and I've never seen any ghosts. And I've been down here early hours of the morning, all by myself, and haven't seen any.
Sham for 143, just help at school.
Oh, just so y'all know, my computer's kind of glitching like it did last night, so don't know what's up with that.
What's probably going from the south on the front, go on foot, keep a car but second continue on foot on the
All right. The cool thing is my computer tweaked. Now the SACPD units are heading in.
Same 5, looking at the perimeter. Somebody could go up on Riverside to the north, just in case it goes up.
My computer really glitched on me, so I'm trying to get everything back here on the computer.
Search for a minute now. We'll take that. 4-5, you had. Same 5. Is anybody in the apartment complex to the west? Back.
So the real-time crime center has got an eye on these guys. More units are rolling in.
Do you see that where the drone's at? Are you able to do that where the drone is located?
There we go. Okay, I think we got everything back to normal now. Okay, I'm gonna start heading towards their direction.
On Matic. You've gone north into the properties on Riverside. We got 3 north to this on Riverside.
Affirmative 204.
And for movement and backyard of one of these apartments. Yeah, River Garden apartments on the south side. Second person, maybe third person, we're at right here. Yeah, that's good. I'll take your spot. It looks like you could use somebody to the west on 43rd at the main entrance to the complex.
Okay, we're gonna hold up right here.
Stanford, Canada. If you can see it on your street side, I was looking at full screen and black t-shirt and white t-shirt looks like maybe a 415. You know, trying to end up being maybe some more just change there. Okay, copy that. Yeah, black t-shirt looks like he's up at the top of the ramp. So if you guys are picking up a guy, black shirt, black hair, coming up on the front street or onto the waterfront, that's going to be involved. But it's not a target. It's still out there. At the bottom for the water.
You got it, Cap.
You need to run the hell, get out of your car, and coming out to the ramp next to Joe's shack. You get there.
Oh, everyone, contact one. How many?
When the top is not the target, the white shirt, the target, get that guy detained and dedicate a resource on this guy at the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna slide more down this way. Yeah, Cap. News Cruiser 3. This is News Cruiser 3 that we're in. The first News Cruiser was a gold Honda Accord. The second News Cruiser 2 was a what was it? It was the silver car we had. Oh, good grief! I can't remember which one it was now. Okay, everyone's compliant.
Everybody else in that group, email is right next to that white shirt with the very recent arrival. So let's do work together later. Meeting involved.
All units.
You must come out next time the
Oh, so they're going to be. Oh, they have the firearm. They're going to be walking over here with a guy in a second. You're going to see them pop through there. There they are. That's one of the guys who just took in custody. So I want to thank you all for joining us again, and thanks again for Cali Fields shooting everybody over. Make sure, Cali, if you're not on here, you all send over our love and thanks to Cali Field. And right now we're looking at Sac PD with several in custody. Oh, we're bringing another one. Someone called in that someone brandished a firearm, and the real-time crime center got a lock on this group that was down the docks, and the firearm was actual, and they did get the firearm. And of course, K9's got a black car. Thanks, Sarge. That Sarge likes us too. He doesn't know we're live. What was that? Wow. So, is what you're watching right now. There was a report via phone that someone spotted some subjects down in the Delta King area, and someone had brandished a firearm, and they went down on the docks, and then Real-Time Crime Center got locked in on it, and then they're able to actually shoot that to the computers in the cars, so everyone in their car can actually see what's going on. So they all knew who they were dealing with, and they saw the Real-Time Crime Center saw the weapon, so they knew exactly who they needed to take into custody, and so now they have several detained, and they did recover the firearm. So again, this is this constituency that's been very active down here. Early morning hours. Again, like I said, it's 3:12, 3:13 on a Saturday morning. Everything's closed. There's no reason for them to be hanging out other than for their mischief. And this kind of stuff is happening every single night or weekend night. And Old Sac just is not safe anymore. So okay, Priuses are no joke. Priuses get you around pretty good, and they get it done. They were shooting catfish. Yeah, they were catfishing. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Sequoia is a good one. 36 miles to the gallon. That would work. That would work.
Could be a Block 19, Charles David, Charles Union, 116.
Look at that dirty hood. I'm gonna relocate us. crunch.
Go ahead.
Ooh. There's a group hanging out down that alley that, I don't mean to sound like that guy, but yeah, they look like they're up to no good.
It's clear, 2015, West out of Sacramento.
There we go. I don't know if Dave, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but Las Vegas is using the Cybertruck for their tactical vehicles. Now I don't like the Cybertruck, but the way they got it decked out, I gotta say I kind of like it. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I got a positive idea.
Oh, they bring some more out. There goes another one. And yeah, two more. What, 2, 3 more they just brought up? Good stuff. Yeah, RoboCop for real. Yeah, and I mean that's really what it looks like. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't care for him. So, in true Stringer fashion, I'll be letting Rowena Shaddix know about our activity here this morning, and she might do a follow-up story. It depends on her producers, but she's been talking to a lot of the business owners down here for Fox 40, and so just trying to give this more publicity so folks know what's going on. You all remember, those of you who've been with us for a long time, Crystal and Dave and you guys, remember back in the day, when we weren't getting that much out. Once we started, we were able to be on the streets a lot, and we were able to get a lot of our stuff out on a regular basis, and we were pushing a lot of content out. We were finally getting that stuff up off our hard drives, and so people could see it on our website, social media, and it gave people another lens, and where they were only able to see stuff for 30 minutes every night or every morning on their TV set. now we could get that stuff out 24/7. And if you remember, me, Calvin, and Travis were all, I mean, I would say this time and time again, we were all saying, man, it's really slowing down. Crime is really starting to slow down. Meanwhile, everyone in our threads is going, man, Sacramento is getting really bad. And we're like, no, it's getting better. And then we realized, oh, they're seeing it through our lens now. And everyone was seeing real time everything that was going on instead of just, that short time frame when things come out on mainstream media. So we really do make a difference. And that's what grassroots news is all about. And we're able to get the word out. And, just like our tagline says, keeping you informed so you can be aware and safe. If you don't know, you can't be aware. Folks can not know that all this goes on at night, and they might bring the family down here some night for an activity, and this element is down here, and all of a sudden they're caught in the middle of a shooting, or one of them gets stabbed or gets their jewelry stolen from them, or what have you. Old Sacramento is not safe at night, plain and simple, and that word's got to get out, and we're the only way to get that word out. If we're not here with our cameras, people don't know. The general public does not know that all this is happening down here in Old Sacramento at night. Yeah, exactly. I hate that movie. Just not the slimy way. Jeez. That's why we really, that was the first look everyone got at news stringers, and that was kind of why we coined the title "Tactical Photojournalists," because that's the way we operate. We're tactical about how we do our photography, and just kind of resonates. So beyond just regular photojournalists, we're tactical photojournalists. Oh, definitely. I could drive through here at 1:30, and they were chasing everyone out before and shutting down Old Sac. They did that, so to be transparent and authentic, Sac PD did do that the night after. What we have a shooting or stabbing last week? What was that? I can't remember now. Shooting. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's the shooting last weekend. The next night, they real time got on and said, "Hey, hold on a second."
Can we just get tied to jail for violation?
So they did come through, and they got a bunch of units, and they pushed everybody out the next night. So they did do that, but I haven't seen them do it any night since then. It would be nice to see them come shut down Old Sac 2 o'clock, 2:15. If these guys are hanging out, idle hands are the devil's tool. That doesn't change. It still is. You got these guys hanging out till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're gonna get into trouble. They're gonna be in mischief, and they got their bongs sitting out on the trunk of their cars, and all their pipes and their alcohol, and they're openly drinking. They're openly smoking crack and everything else, and no one does anything about it. And they know they can get away with it over here. So And they're off. Yeah, the devil's lettuce. Shit, like something going on over here. Well, these guys are getting into it over here. See, that's the thing about these guys. You got all these cops here, and they're still going to sit here and fight. And if you remember right, the big shooting. So the April shooting in Midtown, in downtown Sac. I think it was a week or two after that. We had the big shooting here in Old Sac, and that happened right in front of cops. So they don't even care that the cops are here. They're still going to do their stuff. We're going to flip around here. We got some stuff going on behind us. Oh, the cops are heading that way. Hang on, let me get flipped around. Oh, they got their tasers out. Hold on a second. The cops literally have their tasers out. They ain't buzzing their tasers. Try to get these guys to break up. So these guys literally have the cops right there in the middle of them with tasers out, and they're still beefing. He's getting the face of the sergeant right there, right in the middle.
Television is Sarah Cam on the copy time and 211 out by the 2630 Arena Boulevard and 1A. With a hold up at the food window. Silent 211 1 hand with you.
So I don't think I can get the angle of it. But again, like I said, no, I can't get turn around far enough. Oh, let's go like this. See right there? There's another SAC VD camera. I guarantee you, real time, it's got that camera locked right on these guys. Yeah, I don't remember there being a SAC VD substation ever in Old Sac. Right. Dave, yeah, you're right. Exactly. So I don't know. I don't know if I've told you guys on here. So remember when CBS 13 had their first mobile live rover, the black one? They stole that idea from me, literally. And the photog that drove it all the time, he'll tell you that. And because we were on an incident one time, we were just sitting there talking at a SWAT thing. I said, if I had the ideal stringer mobile, so to speak, or news cruiser, it would have this, and that, and so on and so forth. And a year later, he pulls up with that and he goes, "Hey, Mal, check it out." I'm like, "What?" And I look over and I'm like, "What is that?" He says, "That's what you and I were talking about." And sure enough, there it was. And now what KCRA 3 has their rover, and yeah, it's got a dome, the PTZ camera on the roof, and and it has the tricorder InstaLive system built into it with the cellular system, so they can send straight to their news stations. And I could literally, if I could afford it, if we could afford it, we can actually do that. We can have our own independent system like that, and you dial into the news stations with it, and just like the same thing like we do here. Instead of shooting files, they're able to see live, pull down a live broadcast to their news stations from that camera. So the possibilities are endless. It just takes a little bit of money, and surprisingly, we can operate on a very, very small budget and pay a few people, a handful of people, and run circles around all the local news stations, like I've always said, and we used to. But be transparent. When I went to work and I got sucked into the security industry, I was the operations manager for 4 different security startups. we had some really good contracts with some of the news stations, and because I had to go full time working in the security industry, obviously.
David 74 yellow 72.
Obviously, I didn't have the time to do this full time anymore, and to the level that I used to. And Michael, it was working with Fox 40. He got on with Sac Sheriff, so he's now dispatched with Sac Sheriff. Tyler got on with ABC 10, working their news desk. So there they go, with ABC 10, and then over to Fox 40. No, now he's with KCRA. So Tyler's working with KCRA. Who else? So yeah, Kathy, Kat Paez, and that, one of the producers and news managers, we were talking, and they said, "Yeah, man, you train them for us, and we steal them from you." So that's where our team has gone. And there's people who talk about they want to do this, but they really don't. They don't have the ethic for it, and it's not really in their DNA, and they don't. You can't teach a lot of this stuff. You can teach photography. You can teach a lot of things, but you have to have a zen for it. Kind of like we always say, it's kind of got to be in your DNA. And if it's really not in your DNA, you're not going to do that well, and you're not going to be ethical about it. And I'm very big on being ethical about it. I'm not fond of the folks who don't have ethics behind what they do, and they're not really in it for the community. So they're in it for all other kind of reasons. So that's that. That's my 20. That's my 15 cents.
We're not about 15 if anyone's okay with it. Then somebody calls back, I think, but whether you're responsible for 5:30 and what doesn't mean anything. Are you telling me? What's my phone number? 17 call number 163-190, 163-190.
Oh, got you, Dave. Okay. I don't know what's with this vehicle that they got stopped over here. I think they said something on the radio when we were chatting. I have my lips in front of my ears. All right. Well, I think they got to handle everything on everything here in Old Sac. I don't think they need our help anymore. Hey, well, remind everybody that make sure you're tapping into our main website. There's a front page right now, shooting investigation in Old Sacramento. That was from last week. But psnews.us, our main site, it looks very simple, and we keep it minimalist. We keep it very simple. It's actually on a very robust platform. Our website's on the same platform that Cal Matters is on. If you go to Cal Matters and you see all the stuff on their website, we're built on the exact same template platform that Cal Matters is built on. So we have the ability to expand nationwide very quickly. We can break out, like if we start getting more PSN bureaus in different areas, like San Luis Obispo, Bakersfield, different areas like that. It could all be under PSN, and there'd be like, different stringers are the bureau chiefs, but we're all under one roof, and each bureau has their own page, their own PSN page, and then we also have a national presence. So then everything could dump, all the main stories from everywhere could dump into the main to the main page. So there's a lot that's gone into the building of PSN in the back end. Our webmaster is a master. He's like unbelievable. He works for the state now, and they wanted his help on some things, and they were going to send to some classes. He went to the classes, and the instructor that actually was going to have him teach some of the stuff because he's self-taught, but he's a savant when it comes to these things. And so he's the one who's developed our website and keeps it going and maintains it for us. And it's really powerful, very incredible. So there's a lot we can do with it and expand it. But that's the thing we love, is that you can go to our website, and you can go to any of the other ones, KCRA, Fox 40, CBS, Main Fox, national site. It doesn't matter, and you're going to you have a hard time finding the news for all the ads. It's frustrating. We never ever want that to happen here at PSN. We want people to always be able to find their news and be able to get right to the story. And so that's that. Sponsors, if you know someone who has a business and would like to sponsor us, we would really, really appreciate that. We have founding sponsor positions that are available, and your logo, your business logo, goes on the front of the website at the bottom as a institutional sponsor, and then on every single story. So if you look and see at the bottom of every single story, our sponsors are there with the link back to their website. So if you know anything about SEO, and that's a huge thing. It gives you a pretty big SEO boost right there. And then if you'd like to donate and help us out, we have a donor page with a very simple donation platform, and it's very, very, very simple to use. And so if you'd like to help us out that way as well, we would greatly appreciate that. So there's all that, and we appreciate all of you jumping on tonight again. Thanks for all you folks from Bakersfield and Cali Fields jumping on. That was a neat surprise tonight. We appreciate that. And let's see, you should do Substack. Check into that. Bryman, thank you. And let's see, anything else? Good stuff. Thank you all again for joining us, like we said. And this will be the end of it for tonight here in Old Sacramento. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And we'll probably be back on tonight. And we'll see what else, see where the radio takes us and what else is happening in Sacramento. Be safe, y'all. Public Safety News from Old Sacramento.